Welcome to No Place Like Home, coming to you on Pinellas County Connection TV. The sponsor of the show is the Housing Finance Authority of Pinellas County. The HFA helps first-time home buyers in Pinellas, Pasco, and Polk counties achieve their dream of home ownership. Working through a specialized group of lenders, the HFA offers a low rate on its 30-year fixed mortgage and helps with down payment and closing costs. We have a special program running right now for our community heroes, including active duty law enforcement, firefighters, EMTs, first responders, and K-12 teachers. In addition to our standard assistance, these heroes can receive a grant of up to $2,500 to assist with closing costs. Please visit our website, www.pinellascounty.org/HFA. For more information or comments about the show, give us a call at 727-223-6419. I'm Carmen Lemberg, alongside Julian Hills, your host for today's show. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, you didn't know this, but today's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes, in all these years, you didn't know that my birthday was in November.
I did not. I did
It's
not.
a closely guarded secret.
It is. I would have had a party.
Well, you know, you only turned 21. Well, this is you're very close.
Is this the 15th anniversary of your 21st birthday?
A little higher.
Oh, okay.
Well, speaking of which, since it is November, the holidays are coming, and just want to remind everyone, after Thanksgiving, don't forget to head down to the Botanical Gardens, Florida Botanical Gardens. We have our beautiful holiday lights going on, so that'll run through January 4th. Awesome. So plenty of time to get all that holiday cheer in.
Perfect.
And today it's my pleasure to have the founder and president and CEO of Homeless Empowerment Project joining us. Barb Green is the founder. Along with her late husband, Reverend Otis C. Preacher Green, began their mission to end homelessness in the 1970s at the Clearwater Church, Everybody's Tabernacle, where Otis was pastor. A family with 3 children within the congregation was in need of a home, and after the father got injured at work, Barb and Otis allowed the family to live at their house they owned rent-free while they got back on their feet. Word spread about the charitable acts of the church, and soon Barb and Otis were running a large shelter program housing those in need. In 1986, Barb and Otis founded HEP, Inc. to better meet the immediate needs of a growing number of homeless individuals and family in Pinellas County. Barb works in the development department after stepping down as president in 2013. She has a superior standing in the community and has been awarded numerous accolades for her devotion to the local homeless community. Barb has dedicated her entire life going above and beyond for the less fortunate, from serving meals out of her home, still located on the campus before HEP's kitchen was established, to cleaning bathrooms at HEP's very first dorms. Today, because of her hard work, HEP spans a beautiful 8-acre campus. And our other guest, Ashley Lowery, is president and CEO. Ashley holds a BS in marketing from the University of South Florida, St. Petersburg. She graduated in 2012 and was a member of the National Honor Society. Before assuming her current position with HEP in July 2017, Ashley served as Director of Development, Director of Marketing, and Marketing Coordinator, where she was able to gain thorough understanding the ins and outs of the organization. She currently serves as a member of the Advisory Council of Clearwater Chamber's Achievers and is a member of the Homeless Leadership Board's Providers Council. Ashley has a strong passion for fundraising and considers herself fortunate to have the opportunity to dedicate her career to helping to improve the lives of homeless individuals, veterans, and families in the community. I'd like to welcome Barb and Ashley to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. So it's good to see you again, Barbara. It's been a while, but it's good to touch base with you again. It's really nice to meet you, Ashley.
So great to meet you, too.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about what your main focus is at HEP.
So we're a full-service social service agency. So we provide everything from basic necessities like housing, food, shelter, to very specific support services depending on the need of the client. So some of our support services range from dental care, on-site mental health care, medical care. We have child care, workforce development. We have specialized veterans programs. It's really very comprehensive.
Oh, that's incredible.
So how do people find you guys?
Word of mouth, hospitals, police departments, churches, walk-ins. We've been around since 86, so that's 30-something years, plus we had ran it under the church for about 10 years or so. So we're pretty well known in the homeless population there world.
So give us an idea when someone comes to you for help. What's the process? They come up to you and they say, I need help. Where do you start?
Well, our shelters first come, first serve. Unfortunately, we can't run a waiting list just because it's with the population. It'd be very hard to track them down when we had an opening come up. So if they are fortunate enough to where we have a spot available, then we start the intake process. So within 24 hours, they're medically and mentally assessed just to get a gauge of where they're at. And then from day one, they're immediately connected to resources. So we're getting them meals in the dining hall. They can go down to our thrift store and get clothing for free if they need it. They're immediately put into shelter. And then we just start the healing process from day one.
I'm sure with the lack of affordable housing in the community that there is, you're probably seeing more people who are looking for that. I hear you have an upcoming project to build affordable housing for families, so can either of you tell us about that?
I'll let Ashley. It's about the school project that we're hope to start soon, maybe the first of next year. We're in the process now of signing agreements with the school. We have a MOU with them now, and we've been actually meeting with them since 2014, working on this. So it's finally going to happen.
How many units of housing will there be?
We're hoping to build 39 family apartments. We've noticed that the main population that's coming to us for housing and support are families. I think there's a misperception that it's like single men or make up most of the homeless population, but really we have so many families in Pinellas County that are suffering. And the reason we don't recognize that is because they're not out on the street corner panhandling and that type of thing. They're sleeping in cars or they're bouncing from different friends' houses and things like that. So we just found an awesome opportunity, and the school board and the city of Clearwater have been generous enough to want to partner with us on this, and we're hoping that we can get going on that in the next year or so, just to provide some space for families in need.
That's awesome. Now, on your campus, you also have the Fairburn Apartments. Tell us a little bit about the Fairburn Apartments.
Yeah, so Fairburn Apartments actually house 40 gentlemen who are all veterans, and they come from all different wars and different branches of the military. And that's it's short-term housing, so 3 to 6 months is about the average length of stay. In addition to that, we now have HEP West, which is 32 single occupancy apartments for male and female veterans, and we give preference to Iraq and Afghanistan vets for that unit, and that's permanent supportive housing. So all in all, we actually have about 110 veterans who stay with us every day.
And doesn't some of your housing, isn't it more like step housing? Get them in off the street, get them the help they need, and eventually get them to where they can get out and get on their own?
We have 3 programs, emergency shelter, and transitional and permanent housing. Each one of them span, Ashley, you want to tell them how long?
Yeah, so emergency housing is 90 to 120 days, and that just depends on if it's an individual or family and the type of care they need. From there, they can move to transitional, which is 6 months to 2 years, and then beyond that point, if they're still in need of our assistance, they can move into permanent supportive housing. So the idea is to get the client gradually more independent as they work through the program. And we've got great success in doing that. In our family shelter, for example, 98% of the families who leave our campus obtain independent housing in the community. So they're able to separate themselves from needing support like HEP, which is, that's the end goal. It's an amazing thing to see.
Oh, that's awesome.
In the beginning, we focused at the start of the shelter. We focused on the need of the client and what they needed to get back out in the community and not come back to the shelter or be in another homeless shelter. So that was our goal, that this would be the last shelter they'd have to be in.
It seems that you and your husband really sort of recognized this need before it became a thing that people really paid attention to. What gave you that, empathy and the ability to see that these people need help?
Well, I'd like to say a bolt of lightning hit us, but no. You really can't even put a thumb on it because it started just helping one family, and then all of a sudden another family needed help, and then a gentleman showed up, heard the Tabernacle help people and so forth, and then our first venture with housing male population was we created a dorm in the old church. We had, in that time, built another church, and so it was a gradual thing. All of us were volunteers. There was no paid staff. People in the church were volunteering and taking care of what we need to do. We all worked in the public, so I recognized in the late 80s that we couldn't do this anymore. We were housing about 100 people at that time. We needed to have staff and be there at the facilities all the time. So that's why we created HEP in '86 to not only have staff and be able to get volunteers by being able to answer the phones and so forth like that. So it's just, and then we started recognizing even more the needs. And one of the things that I'm most proud of in 1994, we had a gentleman that was a dentist, local dentist, Dr. Johnston. He'd had a practice for 35 years, retired, needed something to do, and said, can you find me something to do? And I said, you can answer the phone. So he did for 3 years. And then he created our famous dental clinic, which is a full-service dental clinic.
I've seen it. The services there are just amazing.
And every year we do over $700 and something thousand. They do our 30-plus dentists that come volunteer and do that.
That's amazing.
It's truly amazing. We're entering the holiday season now. What do you need most? Is it donations and volunteers? And how do people get in touch with you to donate or volunteer?
So our shelter is jam-packed over the holiday season. We're to capacity every day. So any kind of support that someone wants to offer is welcome. We need a lot of toiletries, new socks, new underwear, that type of thing. We like to provide a nice holiday dinner, Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner for our residents. They all have kitchens in their units, so we encourage them to cook at home, but we provide the food. So hams and turkeys are things that we always need over the holiday season and don't necessarily have a budget for. We've got a great Adopt a Family program, so over the Christmas season, members of the community can adopt families that live at HEP and provide them with gifts for the holiday season. It's a very well-run program, and it goes directly to all the families that we support, as well as families in the community that are past HEP clients that we continue to follow after they leave the shelter, because the Christmas and holiday season can be expensive for those families that are kind of living paycheck to paycheck, so we continue to support them after they leave the shelter also.
And we have a volunteer coordinator staff, and so we use a lot of volunteers, especially during the holidays, but the one thing you have to do, you have to book ahead, because if you wait to the last day, month, or whatever you can't get in to volunteer. But our kitchen, we have a kitchen that serves the emergency shelters, and so we feed about 114,000 meals a year. And we use volunteers all the time there. We only have we have 2 chefs and a couple of other people, and the rest are our volunteers that serves all the clients there.
And the people can find out about how to volunteer or how to donate by going to our website, which is www.hepempowers.org. We have a donate tab, and we also have a way to find our volunteer opportunities as well and contact our volunteer coordinator directly.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Depending on when someone catches this, there's a few events that you have coming up, and later this month you have the Green Society reception, the annual bartender auction, and on December 3rd you have Giving Tuesday. Can you tell us a little bit about those events?
Sure. So Green Society is named after Green, Miss Barb Green, which we had a little argument about her doing that, and we won. So Green Society is actually a donor cultivation event, so that allows us to thank our donors donors who give $1,000 or more to HEP throughout the calendar year. So that'll be held at Frank Crum this year, and we're encouraging all of our donors to bring a guest with them to learn a little bit more about HEP. So certainly if anyone's interested in that, they could get in contact with Barb or myself, and we'd be happy to give them more information. The bartender auction is being held on November 18th, which is a really exciting and fun event. It's being held on a Monday night at Eddie's Bar and Grill. And we have different bartenders from all around the Clearwater and Dunedin area who raise money for HEP, and we try to find out who's the most popular bartender in the area, which is a really fun event.
Well, I'll bet.
It's a good time. We have a lot of really great raffles. The 50-50 raffle gets up there, so it's really exciting. And then, of course, we have Giving Tuesday, so everyone knows about Black Friday, and Giving Tuesday is an opportunity to give something back and do something for others in the community. So we definitely encourage people to think about donating to their favorite charity, whether it be HEP or somewhere else on Giving Tuesday.
And that event has raised in the last 3 years $150,000.
The bartender auction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's incredible. Well, any last minute tips or anything else you'd like to say?
Get involved. I think that's the best thing I can say to the community, whether it be our shelter or be another nonprofit. Get involved. That's how we make changes in people's lives.
And what's a good phone number for calling you guys?
Our main office is 727-442-9041. Extension 111 would route you to the receptionist, and you can ask for either Barb or myself. And yeah, we'd be happy to talk to anybody more about the shelter. We do give tours every day of the year. So we have an 8-acre campus, but we have a golf cart that we can take everyone around in. And I would really encourage anyone who's interested in learning more about HEP to come take a tour, because what you have in your mind about what a homeless shelter looks like is not what you're going to see at our shelter.
Not at all.
We really have beautiful facilities. Barb kind of has had a motto all this time that she would never provide somebody with a bed she wouldn't sleep in, food she wouldn't eat, and clothes she wouldn't wear. And I think that's really reflected in how we maintain our campus and what our housing looks like.
And we care about our neighborhood. And I say this often. We received a number of awards through the years, but the one I love is the City of Clearwater Beautification Award.
Your campus is beautiful.
Thank
There's
you.
no denying that. It's if people didn't know what it was, they would never guess. They would never
Right.
associate a homeless shelter with that campus. It's just beautiful out there.
Thank you. There's something to be said about giving the homeless population a sense of dignity, and we really try to do that here.
Well, we want to keep our reputation that we treat the clients right, we treat the neighbors right, and we, of course, treat the neighborhood right.
You've done an awesome job. Thank you
Wow.
so much.
Wow, well, that's it for today's show, and I'd like to thank Barbara Green and Ashley Lowery for joining us.
Thank you for having us. We're honored to be here.
Thank you
We'd
very
love to
much.
get the word out for things like this.
Thank
So we look forward to having you join us next month. If you missed any part of this show or would like to view past shows, check out our website or catch us on YouTube. Again, I'm Julian Hill.
I'm Carmen Limberg.
Thanks for joining us. Remember to make it a great day.